We are talking with Cindy Smith, the Executive Director of Caring and Sharing, the Caring and Sharing Exchange. Great to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
For people who are still catching on to the name and the change, go through very quickly, if you can, the Caring and Sharing Exchange.
Sure. Well, we were the Christmas Exchange for many years, since 1915. And
that's a long time.
That's a long time. Yeah, I wasn't even born yet. So what happened was we took on a new program called Sharing and Student Success, which is more of a school supply program. So we're helping people all year round. So it didn't make sense to fundraise and be active for back to school under the name Christmas Exchange. So we changed it to the Caring and Sharing.
So it's under the same umbrella. A lot of people were so familiar with the Christmas Exchange, and that will still continue as well. A lot of the programs that you did with the baskets and the hampers and everything else. But now the focus is we're starting to wrap up school. Is a lot of people still starting to look ahead? This is the time you're starting to look ahead, especially for the charity.
That's right. And what's sad now is that parents that can't necessarily afford everything that their kids need to go back to school are already stressed out about how they're going to afford it. And so that's kind of what we're doing. We're trying to help them out. And I know school isn't over yet, like you mentioned, but if people don't think about it now, but it's coming, and it's coming fast.
So how do you want people to be able to help at this point?
Well, what people can do is they can make a donation at www.caringandsharing.ca, or they can drop off on our website. There's a list of libraries, actually local libraries, that are collecting new school supplies. The one thing that they're not going to get from school definitely is a backpack or a lunchbox or those kind of things. So that's an essential that imagine going to school with your stuff in a plastic bag. It's not, doesn't feel too good to be a kid and not have money and not, be like everybody else.
So that's where the program is starting, and so you can start to donate. You can start to head off to these drop-off points.
That's right.
Now, so heading to the website probably the best bet in terms of finding out the drop-offs. Are you looking to? I'm sure probably maybe at the end of school there may be certain things that you maybe didn't use, or that you purchased but they're still there, to start kind of using that as your collection.
That's right. That's right.
It's weird when you try to get your head around it right now.
I know.
And then you realize you're into July and it's back to school within.
That's right, and the commercials start on the whole day. Yeah.
I know. And then that pressure really starts to get back. So this is underway. Of course, we'll start to get into the ornaments as well. There's lots of programs heading into. I saw Christmas. Starting in September, October. We're already starting as well.
That's right. That's right.
Back to the hampers, back to everything else.
Back to the hampers, back to everything else, right?
Right now, it's the school supplies program. Please head to the website, caringandsharing.ca. That'll be the website to be able to go. And are you saying we do have the winning ornament design that you want to? I don't know if they were saying something in my ear. I know that you had announced the winner, but we were kind of going to wait a little bit longer into the next season. But sure, put it up. I know Cindy can talk to it because this was part of it.
Right.
So they do have it.
This was a contest that we did. We had several entries, and we had a panel of judges, and then we had online voting. And this is our winning ornament. So this will be made out of pewter and the copper from the top of the Parliament building. And they sell quite well because it's a piece of Canadian history. And this is actually from a lady named Jamie Kleinveld. And Jamie is actually away on her honeymoon right now, but she's a tattoo artist. Which is kind of unique. Yeah,
well, and she's done a great job with this, but also she's donated a lot. She donated it back to the Ottawa School of Art.
Right. So her prize was actually a value of up to $300 with the School of Art, and she ended up donating it back to some young artist that perhaps couldn't afford to take classes. So that's very nice of her as well.
Well, it really is, and that's the whole premise of the program. I think it looks fantastic, and so I'm sure we'll be talking a lot more about that too once it actually hits the market and it's actually made and we can actually see it.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Caringandsharing.ca for more information, especially to start getting your head around the back to school program, the school kits, and so forth.